Operating system software are important to operate any devices or some sort of computer. Hello, my name is Blair, your science teacher, and welcome to Science is Cool. Today, we will talk about operating system software. An operating system software is the most important program. It controls all applications, software, and hardware on your computer. It allows you to communicate with your computers. Without an operating system software, your computer is useless. There are three most common operating system software for your computers and mobile devices. Those are Microsoft Windows, Apple Macintosh or Apple Mac, Linux OS, that's for desktop and laptops. While for mobile devices, we have Linux Android, Apple iOS, and Microsoft Windows Mobile OS. Here's an example of Microsoft Windows 11. Previous versions are Windows XP, Windows 8, Windows 7, and so on. For Apple computers, we have Mac OS. And for Linux OS, we have the most popular distro or distributors are Ubuntu, Linux Mint, Manjaro, Arch Linux, and Pop OS. I've used Pop OS Linux for my daily driver for my work and personal use. Linux operating system software are open source operating system software that you can download through Linux websites. Some iOS files can be operated through USB 8GB flash drive. You just need a bootable USB drive to operate it. Recently, HP Computers teamed up with System 76 Computers, which is the maker of Pop OS, for the very first time a major Linux computer to be manufactured and distributed for Linux users. This is a major move for Linux and to the mainstream computer industry, and all over the world gave a positive feedback on this. Did you know that in 2019, 97% of our web servers or websites are using Ubuntu Linux OS? This is due to the most safe and most reliable operating system software. I'll be uploading that video soon why Linux is the most reliable OS for web servers, website or service in the next few weeks, and stay tuned for that. For our mobile devices, we have the very popular OS, which is Android Linux OS. It is a modified operating system software that is small and lightweight at the same time reliable to fit in the smallest devices or smallest mobile devices with touchscreen and gesture capability commands. And it is absolutely for free as it is a modified Linux OS, which is under the registry of FOSS or the Free Open Source Software Agreement. Next popular mobile OS is the Apple computers, which is iOS. And the least popular for the mobile devices OS is the Microsoft Windows Mobile OS. Microsoft tried to bid to make their presence but didn't make it as popular as Linux did in their Android OS. Microsoft Windows Mobile OS was a $7 billion failure, as the Cold Fusion YouTube channel posted recently, this July 2022. For other devices, we have smart TV and smart watches. For smart TV, they use the modified Android Linux OS too, including Android watches. Another operating system software is the Web OS. It is another Linux operating system software, modified operating system software based on web server. This is believed to replace the most popular mobile devices soon, maybe in the next few years, as Microsoft helps develop this OS for the future platform OS, maybe in the next few years, like 2023 or so. Microsoft gave $10,000 to fund to dedicate to open software project through GNOME. This is also posted in the Linux Experiment YouTube channel, omgubuntu.co.uk, and of course Microsoft.com website. We have also learned that some of the Microsoft employees and their web servers are using Linux OS. Microsoft 365, formerly known as Office 365, based on Web OS. This service was launched in July 10, 2017 as Software as Service. This platform may lead into shifting to OS based on web. For now, some services are still free. This might lead to some payment per use of this service in the future, as this is increasingly popular nowadays. Web service or Web OS. Each computer company has a killer app, as DJ Ware posted on his YouTube channel, as he works for all of his life in this computer industry. He said that for IBM PC, or the International Business Machine personal computers, the killer app was VCalcs. That will lead to Microsoft development of the Microsoft Excel in the late 90s. And Lotus 123, the original document editor before the killer app Microsoft Word of Microsoft Office, also developed in the late 1990s. While for Apple computers, the killer app was the first graphic user interface and the desktop publishing application. This was commonly used for the most publication companies or stores in the 90s until 2000s. While for the Linux, it was the web server, or the Apache HTTP server project, and the Canonical, a British company that develops Ubuntu servers and desktop operating system software. Some OS are less popular, like BOS on the defunct NeXT computers by Steve Jobs, the BSD OS, and the most popular of them, we have Haikyuu OS. Haikyuu is the predecessor of BOS today. This is when Steve Jobs returned to Apple computers and eventually merged NeXT computers to Apple computers in the early 2000s. BOS was left as free open source software developers to develop and maintain until today. That's it for now for our Science is Cool today, computer operating system software. I hope you learn and enjoy this edutainment video, which is education and entertainment. We will cover next time with some general science, astronomy, physics, health science, of course, computer science, Linux computers, and many more. I'm Blair, saying bye for now. Catch another episode of Science is Cool next time as we ponder and continue the search for knowledge. And remember that science means knowing, because science is cool. Ciao!